Shraddha, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Thanks so much for
Mm-hmm.
coming. Introduce yourself, pretty much your background, and we'll just go from there.
I am from a computer technology background. I pretty much I do a lot of desktop job wherein sit from morning to evening. I'm a software developer, so I don't have much time into stocks.
Hmm.
But I think I have a lot of interest that pulled me into, when I actually when I was interested, I started looking into lots and lots of YouTube videos. I tried to pitch in a lot of free master classes that many of them were offering. I think that's when I kind of felt your videos very authentic, and then I kind of jumped in, approached you, and then here I am.
Got it. What was sort of your background before? Did you experience in trading at all? Were you a trading? Did you trade stocks or options?
No, never in options. But I did stocks, but I was like based upon like the sentiments, I would say that
Hmm.
this is in boom, or maybe somebody's having a chat about if the news comes out, and depending upon that. But I had been trading since 2021, if I
Hmm.
can give you that number. But my whole portfolio was like very ups and downs. Um,
Hmm.
Thankfully, I'm on a positive side until now, so far, what I've built. But I have a lot of losses also sitting there because I know that I'm putting in a stock which my friend had advised or a cousin had advised, or
Hmm.
I just saw that in the news. But actually, when I look at the technical analysis and all of it now, I did not know why I was investing in the stock. So that was my background back then, that just going with the flow, trying to hit the lows when which I thought they were lows without any
Hmm.
analysis, and
Yeah.
trying to make profits. I was lucky enough because 2021 was a time where everything was a little kind of available in a discounted prices. So I was able to bag few good ones, but mostly which I did not know anything about were, yeah.
Got it. So you said you pretty much were looking around, you saw a lot of like masterminds and all that kind of stuff. What like caught your eye with like long wealth capital?
So long will many of them promise a lot. Like whenever there is too good, I feel like it's too good to be true because they're like double the money, or they talk about 100% risk free. There is the stock market, we know it's not 100% risk free,
Yeah.
so it's not authentic. So when it comes to you, you're like, my strategy is minimal risk involved. I mean, you never claim yourself as no risk at all. It is actually, I mean, when I'm in the course, I feel it's still very low risk or no risk, but wherein I have attended few master classes. They sell a lot of material stuff and a lot of like, this is the stock that you have invested in. Actually, I was in one of the groups where they were giving me like, you, let's say if you have $3,000, put $3,000 in this stock today. And then I went go ahead and check that stock. It was, I mean, it was a stock which I've never heard of, that company that I've never heard of, very less volume, or um, so I kind of felt that there are a lot of market traps that
Hmm.
people get into, because that is how they advertise. And because I keep a lot of marketing advertisements even now, but when I actually looked at your videos, I have learned a lot of terms like P ratio, RSI, something of the sort, which I did not know at all. So when I was actually looking at, I already had two to three stocks that I was looking at. So I was kind of correlating those terms and whatever you're talking with the stocks that I was seeing and all your analysis. I think you did a Alibaba analysis quite back, maybe 1 month back, right? I was looking at that.
Hmm.
So I felt it is not too much technical. It is technical for me. I mean, I am very new to all to the nomenclature that you're talking about, but maybe the main attraction for me there was for a busy person like me, because I have a kid at home, like she's a toddler. Also,
Hmm.
I'm a very busy professional at work. So for me, if I'm able to understand what you're talking, also have the confidence of the stock. So earlier, I used to bet on a stock, but I was not that confident because maybe, may not be. I was all very much carried away by the news. So now today, if somebody comes and discusses something with me, I'm in a position after your courses that I can kind of analyze myself where it is and how much risk appetite I have to even go into it. So I think that's where, because of the openness that you spoke about, the authenticity in your videos, I was like, let me go try it without a second thought.
Appreciate it, appreciate it. And honestly, how has your experience been so far since you joined the program? Can you delve a little bit more into that?
Yeah, I think it's not even 1 month that I've joined, and
Hmm.
I initially told you that I can start with a huge capital, but let me first gain confidence on myself, and I started with small,
Yeah.
and then actually I have zero losses so far, touch wood. I
Hmm.
just like when you talk about plays and all of it, I had multiple plays in less than 1 month, and I did not spend a whole lot of time.
Hmm.
Uh, I'll be honest that the first week I was not rushing into it because I had my own commitments, but
Yeah.
I slowly started taking the course. I have a notebook just on my desk where I have the huge notes of all of your pointers.
Hmm.
So I have all those pointers and I started taking to place. I think I had one time, actually, Tesla was one of the great company for me in the recent times where
Hmm.
after all the technical analysis you had done and even I was observing and I had done at my end too, whenever it hit a level of demand, I was like, just get in. And then I
Yeah.
was earlier, I think my mindset where I was losing a lot was the greediness. Like I'm a
Hmm.
human, so I was quite greedy. So with this course, I think I'm more stable and have a mindset. Like building that mindset is over all of it. So I have a mindset like I just back 7%, 5% over and over again. So
Hmm.
maybe for one play it might look small, but now I understand when you talk about the power of compounding because I have like 5%, 7%. Again, another today I had another stock which was up by 4.5%. So maybe roughly it
Beautiful.
is less than 3 weeks, maybe close to 20%. It's definitely huge. So with this course, I think patience and the mindset and being able to control my greediness, which everybody has.
Yeah.
I think that is something, along with definitely all the technical basics and also the way your strategy goes, it's quite less risky and that I think all of it summed up.
Yeah. Very good. Well, can you pretty much like go over like some of like the emotions, like how you were previous before? I know you delved into a little bit, but like the emotions that you had in other times when you were trading versus here, and sort of like the, I guess, the time commitment that you had just with long wealth
Mhm.
capital versus others.
Yeah. So earlier I had no direction as such, like I said, and always, even I think in my introduction call, that's what I was mentioning, that I had no idea when to get in, when to get out, and how to control my emotion. Even though, let's say, if I'm seeing 10% profit there, I wouldn't sell my position, just being greedy that maybe it even grows higher
Yeah.
with long wealth capital, with all the technical aspects we have, the technical analysis, the fundamentals would definitely help. The macro, whatever the economics and the resources that you have given us. So I think I have all those tabs open whenever I want to look at it. And with the technical analysis, now I have a mindset, very clear mindset, I would say. And I'm more confident and very clear about my place that um, first thing, it gives you confidence because you're actually building up your portfolio in a very strong stock. I mean, earlier I used to pick a stock which was very, very risky once. Like
Hmm.
I did not have any previous data. I used to even bet on IPOs. Few of
All
them.
speculative stocks. Yeah.
Exactly, all speculations. Probably the news around me that I just have that sense of emotion, but I don't have the numbers there. But right now, even the news might pull me out in another direction. I look at the numbers very clearly, the volumes or how big the market cap is, and this is the good entry point. Probably all the technicals that you have mentioned. I try to draw the charts. I've learned it. Let me be honest that I did not get there quite well, but I
Hmm.
think now I am at a place where I'm able to do that. I just we have to put a little effort. Without that, this is a complete new subject. So I put in a little effort, and then I think I'm in a place where I'm able to do that.
Very
Maybe
good.
there's a long way to go, but yeah, long with long wealth capital, I think, mm, yeah, I'm sure that all of the clarity that is built currently in me, that has been carried over.
Very good. Very happy to hear. Overall, you don't have to share this, by the way, if you're not comfortable with it. But can you give a like how much profit you've made? I think you said you've only been here about one less than a month right now.
Yeah,
And
it's
can
less
you?
than 1 month. I
Yeah.
put so my portfolio is huge, but I just put, like I said, I was not so sure putting a huge amount initially. I
Yeah.
put $5,000, and allocation was like 40-40-20, like how you had guided us.
Hmm.
So with 40%, I think I made about 7 plus 5, 12%. And I have a huge chunk right now, a huge chunk of it sitting in Alibaba right now. I'm already 4% up today at some point when I saw with it. And
Hmm.
also there is, I reallocated that to another stock. So overall, I would say maybe around mm 20% of 5K. What is it? The reason I'm not able to give you an exact figure is I have all my values with my previous data.
Yeah.
So my previous,
About $1,000. It's about 20%. Very good.
maybe, yeah,
Yeah.
approximately 1,000.
Very good. Uh, Thanks so much for sharing. But can you pretty much would you be able to give any like insight to other people like possibly interested in it? Would you recommend this program to others?
Yeah, I would say that initially, if you are looking for something which is low risk, not like making money very faster, like everybody claims that you can double your money, triple your money. It's not that. If you don't have that mindset that I immediately want results, also if you don't put in efforts, I mean, even you should be interested and invested, to look up those knowledge, whatever you're giving us. So if you are any of these and you want to compound what you have instead of just making it sit in your locker, this one is definitely for you. Very low risk and definitely going to make a lot of money if you religiously follow what we stick to and what we learn in the course. So yeah, that's
Awesome.
all I have.
All right, Shraddha, thank you so much for your time.